Welcome to the Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. With me is Dr. Aarti Raja, Mako Media's Science and Health Advisor. Welcome, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
Our topic today is the recent outbreak of listeria due to Boar's Head Products liverwurst. Dr. Raja, what is listeria?
Listeria is actually the name of a microorganism, a bacterium very specifically, and it's actually called Listeria monocytogenes, and it causes a disease known as listeriosis in human beings.
What are the symptoms of listeria?
The main symptoms that someone gets when they get listeria into their system includes things like fever, vomiting, diarrhea, basically a whole slew of gastrointestinal problems. That's in the average person, but sometimes listeria can cause a more severe disease, and in those cases, the patient or the person will undergo convulsions and they'll have a stiff neck, and then in those scenarios, it can be much more serious and even lead to death.
How do you treat these infections?
So to treat the microorganism, there are some antibacterials or antibiotics that are available. For the most part, for an average healthy individual, they really won't give antibiotics, and they'll just expect the individual to take some rest and they can recover. But in more serious cases, there are antibiotics available, and there are two antibiotics that commonly will get prescribed. Sulfamethoxazole and ampicillin are two antibiotics that someone could get in a slightly more serious case of listeriosis.
Recently, Boar's Head permanently discontinued their product of liverwurst. How is this detected?
So listeria, in human beings, if someone has listeria in their system, you detect it via a blood test. But to detect listeria in food products, which is what happened with the company and their product, you would have to detect it by using either genetic analysis to see is the DNA of the microorganism present in the food particle, or you'd have to swab the food material and try to culture it, which basically means try to grow the microorganism in a lab to see, is this microorganism growing in the lab? Then that would be an indication that, oh, this is present on that product.
Why is the product being permanently discontinued?
So the current problem that happened with the presence of listeria in this one particular food product is what the company is put out information basically saying that something in the food production or production of this food product caused the problem. So to kind of clean that up, multiple things have to happen, all the way from figuring out what went wrong in probably the production plant where the food is made, and also the steps that are taken to produce this actual product, which was liverwurst. And given that the problem is probably a slightly big problem right now, lots of scenarios where people are getting sick from it, and to really do a detailed analysis of how to make this better, the company probably decided that it might be wiser to just shut production of that one product and then clean up the plant and then see if this can be salvaged.
Any last thoughts?
The same thing that I know sometimes people are not always looking at news articles to see what's being recalled, what's being pulled off the market shelves. But one thing we all can do is when we go out to shop, keep our eyes peeled and look to read what are the signs that they're putting out there, and look to make sure you're shopping at a place that is relatively well maintained.
Thank you, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
This has been Mako Media Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. See you next time.